You might want to have a look at this.
What have we got?
More than we bargained for.
I like good value. Give me the highlights.
And make them juicy. We needed to get some momentum into this yesterday.
Well, this'll help, sir. The victim sustained a blow to the head before he discovered he couldn't fly. There's particles of felt in his hair.
Make sure that nothing leaves the house without our say-so. Ornaments, trophies, a snooker table if they have one. We want the lot.
Yes, but make sure you treat everything with respect, and that goes doubly for Mrs. King.
Well, that's not all. He has wool fibres under his fingernails.
Wool, as distinct from felt.
Separate things.
Meaning either Mr. King did a spot of knitting on the day of his wedding,
or he did a spot of clutching at someone's clothes.
Progress, finally. Let's have more.
Funny how Mr. Hope neglected to mention all of this.
Sure.
Thank you.
Shouldn't be doing that.
I have to. I don't have a man around.
Look, I'll be back soon when they iron all this out, and in the meantime, give me a shout for stuff like this.
Are you getting some twisted thrill out of this?
Well, I know we're in Woollyback Land, but there's bigger thrills than loading a van, even around here.
You know what I mean.
What? I think we've established that a dome. So maybe you should tell me. I'll tell you something. I've been pretty hacked off with the way you've been treating me since yesterday.
Well, what do you expect when you let this happen?
Like what happened? Tell me what I've done.
You've done nothing. That is the problem.
Right, so tell me what to do then.
Admit the truth.
What truth?
You killed Tom King.
So, Bob, did Tom King put up much of a struggle before you pushed him through the window?
Struggle? How?
You tell us.
Oh, well, he wasn't exactly expecting it. Well, nor was I.
So there was no skirmish as such?
No, pushed him, he fell, you know the rest.
Not concerned with the rest just now. Did you fight?
No, I've said before, we did not fight.
Mr. King didn't hit you.
That would count as fighting.
And you didn't hit him with anything.
Now.
I want this sorting now, because you are well for that.
Oh, am I? Were you at Home Farm on that day?
Yes, but...
Save your lies. You told us you were at Dawn's grave.
Yeah, I know. I panicked, and I had no business being there, did I?
You've got no business letting Bob go to prison for something you've done.
I did not do it.
I don't believe you. This isn't the end of it.
I don't know why you're staring at me, because I've got nothing more to tell you.
You're messing us around, Bob, and it's time you stopped.
Who was with you at the house?
What?
You heard who was with you.
Nobody. Nobody was with me.
What happened before Tom King took a dive?
I've told you. I pushed him.
What happened before that?
Nothing.
You appeared out of thin air.
On your own?
Yeah. No, the other way around.
You're lying.
I'm not.
Where's Terry Woods?
Terry? I don't know. Why are you asking me that?
He's a friend of yours, isn't he?
Your son-in-law.
Your ex.
Where was he when Tom King got killed?
How the hell should I know?
Kind of thing an accomplice would.
He wasn't my accomplice.
Someone was.
No, I did it on my own. Why do you have such a problem with that?
We might tell you at some point because we'll be back and we will find out what happened with or without your help. Interview terminated at 14:05.
Bit early to be getting drunk, isn't it?
Oh, the earlier it starts, the longer it lasts.
I saw you with Viv earlier. I heard what she said.
When she announced to the entire Yorkshire Dales that I was a murderer, you mean? Good of her that, wasn't it?
I just wanted to see if you were okay.
And to check if it's true. Oh, what for now? Shot JFK?
Don't put on a show for the benefit of your little friend. You need to face up to what you've done.
Well, thanks to you, I already have in public. I'm being sarcastic. It's the only way to deal with this stupidity.
The only person that's been stupid, all right, is your father.
Well, I won't argue there if he's admitted to something he hasn't done. But I'll say it again, it's got nothing to do with me.
It's got everything to do with you. You've got form for this.
Form? Oh, what, am I now some kind of mass murderer? Me and Steph, what's her name, on a rampage?
You've got form because every time you do something wrong, you run away. Where were you in the weeks after Dawn died?
I thought you bring... That's not fair.
Oh, because I'm proving a point.
No, because she's my sister, and she's dead, and it hurts.
I know it hurts, and I know why you did it, and I even understand, but you have to admit it because Bob won't, and no one will listen to me.
There's nothing to admit.
For everyone's sake, please, own up to what you've done.
What's going on?
We're living in a police state, apparently.
Hello, officer. I seem to recall you visiting us only yesterday.
Yeah, nabbing off with our suits. Do you know what they cost?
No, sir. As I explained earlier, our investigations have been directed elsewhere. We may need to remove some more items from the premises.
Why? You have the culprit in custody.
Have you got us pegged for this now or something?
We've got no reason to suspect you at present, Mr. King.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
What is it you need, officer?
We're not sure exactly ourselves. Perhaps you could show me upstairs.
Oh, this is our home.
We're merely following procedure.
We understand.
And we should just take your word on this, should we? Now that you've come forward a week late?
He didn't do it.
You sure about that?
What? I was with him. I think I would have noticed.
And you wouldn't lie to protect him?
No.
Really? If I had a son, I'd like to think he'd lie for me.
Oh, are you going to let my dad go or what?
Why? Because you've asked us to.
No, he didn't do it. I'll testify if I have to. He didn't do it.
And yet he's confessed.
This testimony you're so keen to give. When you're on the stand and the prosecution asks how you know with certainty that your dad didn't kill Tom King, what will you say?
That he was with me.
The whole time?
Yes.
And when they ask why you weren't caught on the scene when your dad was, and they say that means you legged it before him, and then they put it to the jury that that means you weren't with him the whole time, what will you say then? Right then.
Don't suppose you brought me a cake with a file in it?
The way I beg, you'd have a job telling one from the other.
Oh, swapping family stories now, are we?
In a way.
So, on the 25th of December, you've said that you were at Home Farm, alone and uninvited.
Oh, my. You're kidding, aren't you? Yes, I did say that. Quite recently, you might remember. You know, asking the same question again and again and again, you won't get a different answer.
Let me ask a different question then, just to shake things up a bit. Was your son Jamie with you at Home Farm?
No, I was on my own. How many times?
Oh, I can see you're getting bored, Bob, so let's drop the questions and move on to those family stories, eh? Once upon a time, this morning, a young man called Jamie Hope came to see me and told me he visited a place called Home Farm on Christmas Day with his dad. He's in the police station right now waiting for me to get back to him. So that's my story. Got one you want to tell me?
Yeah, all right then, he was there, but he didn't have anything to do
One
with...
thing at a time. It's taken this long to get a word of truth. Allow us a little moment to savour it. Why didn't you tell us?
Because it's not relevant. Look, Jamie had nothing to do with it.
Oh, this is your new one, is it? The replacement for I was on my own?
I know that I haven't been truthful. And I'm sorry. But I'm just trying to...
Protect your son?
No.
What is it with you two? He wouldn't protect you, you wouldn't protect him. You need to do some bonding.
Look, you've got to believe me.
Because of your impeccable track record of honesty. I'll tell you what we do believe. If you are a murderer, and it's a big if, runs in the family. You think it'd be easy to get done for murder, wouldn't you? Find a dead bloke, say you did it. But there's a bit more to it than that.
Who hit him?
I don't...
We know you don't. But someone does because someone did. Hard.
Maybe hard enough to kill him. But certainly hard enough so you'd notice if you saw him after.
Which the person who pushed him through the window obviously did, and since you didn't notice...
Oh, well, I pushed him, yeah, but it was all a blur.
Interview terminated at 1300 hours.
What happens now?
You've kept me waiting all day.
Well, then let's get straight to it. Interview with Jamie Hope at Houghton Police Station at 16:30 Wednesday, the 3rd of January. Officers present, DCI Barraclough and DI Desari. Jamie, did you kill Tom King?
What?
Well?
No. I didn't do that. Of course not. I couldn't do that.
Meaning you tried?
No, meaning I'm not capable of something like that.
After what he did to your sister? And then as good as dancing a grave by having a big flashy wedding just a few months after.
Before you'd even had a chance to grieve.
While you're still filled with rage.
No, you're wrong.
Well, why were you there?
I went to ruin his wedding.
Congratulations.
Not like that.
Oh, that was just a bonus, was it?
No.
An accident, then. Look, I can see how. You're all fired up. You want to lash out.
No, that's not what happened. Look, I was well out of there before anything went off. I'm back in the pub not long after. You can compare the times, ask around.
And I'm sure they'll all say just as you have.
They'll all be lying, will they? They're all covering my back because I'm just so popular.
Where would we find the clothes you wore that day?
I don't know what I was wearing.
You don't have to worry about that, we know. You snagged yourself coming out. Are they at home? Jamie?
I'm going to tell you the truth, okay?
You've twisted me arm.
I burned them. Not because there was blood on them or anything like that. Just, I know I wasn't meant to be there, and I ripped my jeans and I panicked.
Interview terminated at 16:35.
Is that it?
What were you hoping?
Is my dad coming out? But I came to help him.
And here we were thinking you came to tell the truth.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, that'll be our call. You can go now. But don't go far, because we might be in touch. And you can bet your life we'll be watching you.